All right, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Minetest gameplay of sorts. Yeah. Cool. We're back out in New World. This is the second time I'm recording this because yes, I am. So how's everybody doing out there? Yeah. Same here. It is November 2nd, 45.4 degrees in Chicagoland. Yes, there is. And I don't like that doggy. But we have our three squirrels. Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Now, if you can guess the reference of that, and no, it is not the Disney reference of Huey, Dewey, that's Dewey, and Louie. It is a 1970s movie starring Bruce Dern. 5 bonus points. Yes. So we have a, to start out with, we're going to be looking at a mod. However, I upgraded to put an outdoor grill and kitchen, little table set here. Over here, did some real cool work with the deck. Little picnic area down here. Yeah, a lot of stuff. Got my trees working. Little island here. Pretty cool. Yes. What we are looking at today, though, is a mod called Landscape Shaping. Now, I have to preface this. Ooh, perfect. Perfect area for this. So, real quickly, though, let's see if I could do this professionally. Yeah, look at that. I was looking for, well, let's do this real quick. Symbicon Red wrote in and said, which mod is the tube line ceiling lamp in? You can get it by typing tube. I'll show that in a second. Is the USB stick in the tech pack mod? Yes, it is. And Samuel Afone, sorry if I mispronounced your name. I just keep loving your videos more and more. Keep up the excellent work. Thank you very much. It is greatly appreciated. And cool. Again, thank you. Yeah. So, Symbicon also wrote in and said there was some lost engineering room that she created. It looks pretty cool. You got the hydroelectric generators. Nice. Battery boxes, switching station. I'm assuming all the wires are from underneath, which gives it a nice clean look. More LV fuel fired generator. Say that 3 times fast. Nice little control room. It's said that you lost them and that you might have been in a playing in your own private world. Minetest 4.13. That's an old version. Yeah. But yeah, you got the seed and the coordinates and everything. It doesn't look like it's on a server. That's one of the bad things about playing on a server, that if something happens to the server, everything can go horribly wrong. While searching for Minetest stuff, and this is a site called Imgur or Imgur, however they want to pronounce it. By typing in Minetest, there's a lot of cool things in here. I was looking around, then I found this one, the smoother tool. And watch this. Bam. Boom. Bing. That's cool. I'm like, I want that, because I needed something very quick and simple to feather my landscape and make the landscape look, so you take out a big chunk of blocks and you could see how it turns that sheer cliff into usable area. I wanted that. Yes, it did. So I had put down there, what mod did this come from? And then I said, well, I found it. I found something similar. So if we go back into content DB, Minetest, content.minetest.net. Now in game, if you're 5.0 or above, you can find that in the online content tab, and you can install that mod and then activate it. So what we're looking for here is landscape shaping. Landscaping shaping by Cronville. Turn this into, I gotta go back, turn that into that. It's going to be one of those days, man. I just feel it. So you get a bunch of different wands. Transmutate wand, the blow wand blows away nodes, the flat hemisphere wand, the flat square wand, water wand, lava wand, fall wand, cover wand, smooth wand. Yes. So you're going to look at that because this is the perfect opportunity to look at them. So we have the smooth wand. Smooth wand does exactly what we want it to do. We want to come over here, and now there's some little quirks and stuff to this. So we're going to hit this, make that a little bit more presentable. And I got to tell you, I've been playing with this mod for a day, and I'm really liking it. It does, you can see here how it puffed up the water. So we're going to get this to the way we want it here. That looks right there. That looks really cool. But you can see it added some water. Now, how to get rid of said water is you look for the blocks. This is only if you're around water. You look for the blocks that are the real clear ones. That's a clear one. It's where the water is being generated from. So what we are, didn't want to do that. So what we are doing is we're going to let the water settle back down to where it's supposed to go. Here's one here that's a clear one, which is obviously not what we want. Unless you really want the water to puffy like that. Puffy. If you really want the water, you know, that effect. Get on dry land there. Oh, bummer. So you just go back in here and you kill the water. That's one way of getting rid of water that you accidentally put. You know, you just put a block there. So, and it also works underwater, which is really cool. So right here is a good candidate for that. No, it wasn't. I shouldn't have done that. But you live and learn, I guess. So you could do, the reason why I said that is you could do underwater shaping, which I have done in area. The blow wand, since we're here, we're going to put a little cavern right there. And it'll fill in underwater, what do you call it? Underwater cavern. And it'll fill in, well, it should. So that's kind of cool. The water does take a little while to populate there, but you can do an underwater base. So the real reason why I like this is you can make things look, ooh, did I do it? No, I didn't. You can make things look more how they would look in real life. Now there's one there. We did it. Bam. Let's get rid of that. And there's one right there, I think. Cool. It just gives you, instead of going block by block, trying to get rid of some of this stuff, it just gives you more tools to play with. You can see here we created a monster. Now here, this makes no sense, obviously. So we're going to do the flat square, right? No nodes copied yet. We're just going to add, that didn't work out right. I should have kept the first video. So we're going to make this area more usable. And this is the flat square wand. It's going to add a square. But we also have the cover wand, which will add, you can see how it's adding bits to it. So that's a useful wand. Then we have the, I don't want to do the below wand yet, flat hemisphere. So what this will do is this will fill in. And it does it very nicely. So we're just making usable area here. And whatever block you click on is going to be the predominant block for that. So we turn this area into where there was a hole there. Now we have a useful area. Let's go up one more real quickly. So if I do that, you can see how the block that I click on is the predominant block that it's going to copy or use as its fill-in. Now I'm not really a big one on. See, now here we can take the smooth wand, and now look at that. We just made an area that one could go up. Fill this in real quick. Nice, except for I just ruined what I had. I'm really making a mess of this. Let's get rid of these real quick. But it's a lot easier than doing it by hand. And it doesn't matter if you make a mistake, because then you just put it back the way you want it. Like that. So those are real cool wands. And obviously, if you want to use the area instead of sitting there, you could do something like you can do something like using your tools in World Edit to fill in this area. But these are very quick to use. As you can see here, I'm almost done. Instead of doing this by hand, I'm almost done with that. And I would suggest using this before using building. So we are just going to cover this area up because we want to build here, let's say. Did not want to do that. So we'll change that. Perfect. It fits in everywhere. Comes out. So now we have a usable area here. And it's just a very quick way. These tools are very nice. The fall one, as you... It did not like that. That is strange because I did it with the other one. So this is the fall wand. Anything that can fall. What the? Am I using the? It doesn't like those trees. There we go. Now look. What? Oh no! What did I just do? I just. That was not good. I just hit on. Well, you can see the mistakes that were made. I'll edit this out and post, I guess. Not editing anything. So you can see how that that worked. I don't like. I'm gonna have to go back to another tree that I did. Flat square wand. It just puts flat square, which is cool. You can see the effect that it took on that. Now that is a really cool effect, and the reason why I like that is because, oh, I did it again, not watching what I'm doing. So the reason why I like that effect, that fall, is that you can create some pretty cool. Look what that created. Let's try this again on another tree here. So we have the fall. Bam. Didn't do it on that one. Oh, come on. I have to watch what I'm doing here. Let's just get rid of this. I hit the wrong key. We're going to set these nodes to air real quickly because bam. I messed that up royally. I don't know. I was playing around with these earlier. So the fall wand, what you're going to want to do is you go to the top. There we go. And it just creates a real cool effect. So I can see that being used in the jungle with the jungle trees. I don't think I can find any. You go to the, but it's more, go to the top. Because it will get rid of the tree ultimately. That tool is good. Now let's take a look at some of the other tools here. We have, man, I should have kept the first video. So we have the blow tool, which you've seen. We're going to create a little cavern here. Now there's another tool similar to this one. The tunnel digging tool. Sometimes, and it's going to leave some artifacts that you're going to have to clean up sometimes. As you can see here, it affected that tree. But that's okay. What's on the other side of here? Nothing. So what we might want to do is get rid of some of this stuff. Create a huge area. Now we can come back to our water. It's going to add a little waterfall here. It's not where I really wanted to put it, but that's fine. What else we got here? We got the copy wand. I don't know how that one works. Oh. Cool. Oh, that's pretty neat. So it changes right click or left click, right click. So if you wanted to do that, nice. And let us use the flat. Now we know what this one does because I've been using it. Now we got rid of all that water. So you can see how these tools would become very valuable for building very quickly. Look for another. I want to stay away from the trees though. Oh, this is cool. Watch this. We're skating on ice. Now, I did this before. What's this? I know it's stupid. I just had to do that. Where's some of the other ones? I don't know if that will. Yeah. Okay, enough playing around. That was but that's the ice. Say we wanted to make that ice a little, we wanted to make that ice go farther. Yeah, we do. So you can see the positives in this. You can damage your world if you don't use it correctly. So we just made this huge ice lake. Cool. So you could see where these tools would come in handy, and you could see where they might not. So we were going to, that's the cover, flat hemisphere. So I really like how these work. You could very quickly enhance your building. There, we just filled that in. We have more usable space. And there are other tools that one can use. But you know, not everybody has World Edit. So these are going to add to that tool. We want to smooth this out a little bit more, make it look more realistic. And there you have it. Here's another. We're getting close to the road. So you can see how it just by doing this, it shaped it. And it gives it, instead of having a look, you know, like you did the look yourself, you're letting the computer and the game do it for you. So I really do like that. I want to be careful up here because I do have a lot of area. I have the mines and stuff like that up here. But you can see how it's making this area, and it's taking very little work to do this. But it just makes it look more natural, more like the game generated it. So there is that. Gotta make sure I do the right one. We don't want any more mishaps today. And there you have it. Well, that's I don't remember that being like that. I guess it was. Ooh, I didn't want to do that. So you can very quickly take away area and then fill it back in to make something look a little bit more natural. It's not what I wanted, but so there you have it. That makes it just that much. It gives the game a lot more. It allows you to use your imagination that much more in crafting your. Because we don't want, in certain areas, we're not going to want sheer cliffs. So you can see how that would come into play. And what in the world is that? That's the flat hemisphere. You mean to tell me that was all coal? I dug all the way down. I didn't have to mine. But it just makes this area that much more usable. I'm not going to do the lava one because I don't feel like taking care of lava. But you could see how we've just transformed this area into something a little bit more usable. And we did it by just letting the game generate that. Or whatever, you know, if you look in the mod on how this one is doing that. There's still, you're letting the game do it. And I kind of like that it's, that looks a lot more natural than what we started with. Plus, you know, you can climb. Ooh, didn't like that. But then you can change it. So there you have it. Now, originally, the reason why I recopied this video is because I had added, let me get rid of this. I had added, I did 2 mods. I did too many nodes, angled walls, which I broke into a separate video. See, I did all this by hand. And I wish I had those tools then. I did this by hand in World Edit. And I'm not, no way am I complaining. I mean, it turned out this is my generated area, but you could see there's some patterns. You could see there's some things that have generated that I didn't like. But I did that. So you just have to use your imagination. I use that an awful lot because it is true. You're only limited. Oh, why did I do that? Oh, that sucked. And I just keep making it worse. Maybe not. You never know. Let's get rid of these blocks real quick. Let the water go back down to what it was and see what I done did. Because maybe I didn't mess it up. I don't think I did. And who cares? Because I can always redo it. What I wanted to do is I was trying to go back to that tool there. And when I went back, it, but that's how we fix things. Because I don't want stone there. I either want sand or I want, there, that looks a lot better. See, I almost did it again. And that looks more natural. To get rid of some of this stuff here. But I really do like the way that those, why do I keep doing that? I want the replacer tool. You could do some damage. Not gonna lie. But we're gonna fix it. So we fixed it. There you have it. And it looks even better. So those are those tools. I don't want stone there. Even though I kind of do like it. Because you will find stone in the wild. So, and like I said, this will work underwater. Those tools. And I think I've been playing with it so much that I've shaped this entire area, which is kind of, but you can see how it's making light work of these cliffs. And that's good because we don't want cliffs. Nice. I want a smooth transition between one and the other. So that works out nicely. So like I said, it's just another tool that will let you, or let one landscape. Well, I'm making a mess of this, aren't I? But I do like the way that it's working. So now you can see we have more, if you remember from the last video, we had this whole area like this. But now just by going across, we're giving it more of a non-uniform look here. So the excuse that I came up with was that this was an old quarry turned into a lake. Yeah. As you can see, there's a lot more shaping, and I'm getting too picky with this area. So it's starting to look more natural, more nature-like. I like that. So that is the landscaping mod. The next video I'm going to get rid of this stuff because I'm really dangerous with this. So we saw all the different wands, the water wand, the fall wand, stuff like that. And they work really well. I only play creative, so I'm a big fan of, you can see how much different this area looks now. It looks more natural. Yeah. And that is it. This area is done. So what I want to do, say goodbye to Huey, Dewey, and Louie. What I want to do is the next video is we're going to look at too many nodes, angled walls over in the mall area, because I put in some of the doors, but I still have like 8 or 9 to go. So just be careful how you use those wands. Always make a backup of your game before, if you really damage something, or you can learn how to use rollback. But rollback has saved me in the past and hurt me in the past. It caused some problems about 100 videos ago. But yeah, those were on older versions of Minetest. So there you have it. So we played with the different landscaping wands to give you more tools to really sculpture your landscaping and do stuff with. Like this area over here would be a good candidate, but I have too much in this area that I want to keep. So I can play with that in the future. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to leave you with this view of the landscape. Go from there. So until the next episode, goodbye.